Hi, everybody. This is Alan Fine. I am at the epicenter of Halloween and Samhain, and we're here with Shaban, and we're going to find out the real story of these holidays and of this area here on Insider Travel Report. Shaban, tell us what's your full name and what's your title?
Siobhan de Puer Sanam Dom, that's my name, and my title, I am a fille.
And that means?
That means a bard. But the bardic function is more than just poetry and entertainment. It also has a shamanic function. So I do rituals and I celebrate the 8 fire festivals of the year as well. So that's.
Hey, tell us about the history of where we're standing, please.
This is the hill of Clachte. Clachte is the goddess who gave her name to this place, and she was the daughter of a very powerful wizard druid in Ireland, and she conceived a triple pregnancy by 3 different fathers, the sons of Simon the Magus, as the story goes. And this triple conception, then she gave birth to 3 sons on this hill, and she died shortly after that.
But this initiated the spot as being special,
Yeah.
and other things and other religions and other factions always come back to this spot.
Yeah. When she died, her soul embodied the land, and this was considered by the Druids as the thinnest place.
Between worlds?
Yes. So that's why you come here on the thin. So it is already thin, and then you come here on the thin days, because at this point, like the Celtic calendar is all based on the rhythm of nature, and at this time of year, when all the trees are losing their leaves, it's the time where we're approaching death. There was. The tribes have gathered here for thousands of years. They knew, because that was from a time where we would have gathered together. All the whole country would be celebrating the same thing at the same time, and this was recognised as the place to light the first fire. So, if you think about it, like you're lighting the first fire of the year to bring it into the winter, you're coming to the place where the ancestors would be closest. Like where you'd be closest to the other world at that point. That's the energy you're bringing into the winter, I think also, because it's the new year as well, and it's that awareness, and the awareness that was in Irish consciousness, that we're a continuation of our ancestral line. Our story is a continuation. The cyclical consciousness and that awareness is there, so that whatever we're doing is we're finishing their job, or we're continuing that mission, that soul lineage mission, rather than starting fresh, which is what is in our capitalist culture. This is just all on me. It's all on me. But it isn't. And so when you're starting off with the ancestors, you're honouring the job that was done, and then you're continuing on that job, things. When the veils are thin, you can connect with your ancestors, but there's also a million other things out there that you can connect with. So you have the 2 sides of it. You have the shadow, where you have the ghouls, and you have the ancestors, which is your blood lineage. And when you're doing your connecting, you call in your own spiritual family, your own blood lineage, and then the ghouls can stay where they're staying. Now there's, we dress up and make the pageantry out of it with the ghouls, but it's not really where the focus should be. It's a bit of fun, and you can also the tradition of putting on a mask, and being anything that you want to be. That's a lovely tradition, because you get to embody something different. Free yourself. Yes, and that's what it's about, and it's about exploring that aspect of yourself. But I think we need to come back to the ancestral point, and I think maybe that's why a lot of Americans are drawn here at Samhain, because they're all looking for the ancestral connection and the importance of that. And Samhain is a time to talk to the ancestors. And then, so we're here at Clachte, we're kind of grounding in the spiritual element of it. if the people, what would I say to the people that might come? Like, if you're to come, the Shimsiach and all that, the entertainment is all well and good, but come to the sacred sites and say the prayers, because...
And really think about what it means.
Yeah, because it's a pilgrimage, really. You know, it's an Ilaracht, a pilgrimage, and that and pilgrimages end at sacred sites. You know, and that's the expression. That's the real expression of faith, actually. You know, and life, and something. That's where you get your blessings, like, and the rest of it is just. It's just the holiday and the enjoyment, but it is important to ground it in and have a bit of meaning. You know, if you're going to Tuairt Fé and Ilaracht, if you're going to undertake a pilgrimage, stay focused on the holy place and let that be the focus. You know, and today is the feast of the Holy Souls, like in the Catholic liturgy, because they made, for what that's worth, they made it All Saints yesterday on the 1st, because it's All Hallows Eve. That's a real thing in Ireland, praying for the Holy Souls, you know, and wakes and funerals, and that's a part of that culture has been lost over there as well. You know, we get 3 days to wake people. Like, that's what you need. You need 3 days to cry, like, to grieve. And so there's a lot of unprocessed grief that comes, and a lot of Americans that come, you know, they need to cry, like, you know, there's a lot of grief needed, and sound is good for that. It's a good time for that as well. Yeah.
I really thank you for your insight.
Thank you, Alan. Fair play to you for coming up.
Let's say goodbye to the travel advisors. This is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report.